Okay, now let's have our science, the last subject for today. Science, the landforms. We have here the landforms are part of the earth is made up of highlands and lowlands. The highlands are mountains, plateaus, hills, volcanoes. The lowlands are the valley and plains. So we have first is the mountain is the highest landform of the earth. Next is volcano. A volcano is a special kind of mountain. It has an opening called crater. The and next is a hill, a highland that is lower than a mountain. Next is plateau. A plateau is an elevated land area that is surrounded by a lower land area. And next is a valley. A valley is a flat land between mountains or hills. Next is a plain. A plain is a flat land. Next is our water forms. The ocean and sea are very large bodies of salt water, and the sea is smaller than the ocean. River flowing bodies of fresh water. Okay, a lake is a body of fresh water surrounded by land, and a pond is also a smaller body of fresh water surrounded by land, but it is smaller than lake. Next is the spring. The spring water is usually cold, but water from a spring near a volcano is hot. When water falls over a cliff, it is called waterfall. And we have an underground water that is a good source of drinking water. So for this one, the landforms and the water forms, the type of exam here is enumeration. Okay po, for landforms and water forms. Earth's natural resources, renewable resources are resources that can be replaced in a short period of time. Non-renewable resources are resources that are limited in supply. They cannot be replaced easily or cannot be replaced at once when they are used up. For this one, it's multiple choice. So what are the renewable resources? We have plants and animals. They are renewable resources because they can be replaced and reproduced themselves. We have also water. Water can be replaced by when it rains, it comes back and the lost water is replaced. While the non-renewable resources are coal, natural oil and gas and other materials such as diamond, gold, silver, platinum and copper. Okay po? Also, soil is also considered as non-renewable resources. For the non-renewable and renewable resources, it's multiple choice. Next, conservation means saving the things that come from nature like air, soil, water, animals, and plants. So how the ways to conserve natural resources, use electrical devices responsibly. The less you use electricity, the lesser the fuel is consumed. Wild animals should be preserved. Too much killing of animals could affect to other animals. Support tree planting. People and animals will benefit from this. Okay, and as much as possible, apply the principle of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay po. Okay, still multiple choice for from from renewable up to here. It's still multiple choice. Okay po, soil pollution. What is the reason? Too much cutting down of trees, throwing of garbage and waste improperly, overuse of fertilizers and pesticides. And what will happen? If we have a soil pollution, we can get also some soil-borne disease, stunting, wilting, and eventually dying of our plants. Next, water pollution. The reason, what is, why do we have water pollution? Because we are throwing garbage and human waste into them, and we are by using the detergents and bleaching materials. Waterborne diseases are cholera, dysentery, typhoid fever, and diarrhea. Air pollution, the cause are pile of garbage lying around the streets, black smoke from chimneys at the different factories, and the smoke coming from vehicles. And the disease from airborne diseases are common cold and cough, throat infection, influenza, chickenpox, and tuberculosis. So the care and concern for the earth, plant more trees, dispose your garbage properly, segregate your garbage, avoid burning trees, do not burn solid waste like paper, plastics, and other materials, and avoid excessive cutting down of trees. Number seven, save water and electricity. Now let's proceed to our types of clouds. For this one, there's a meaning and then you will write the correct type of clouds. Okay, sa types ng clouds natin. So cirrus clouds look like white feathers in the sky. They are the highest clouds in the sky. Cirrus clouds indicate fine weather. Next, cumulus clouds are big, thick, and puffy. They look like white cotton candies. Cumulus clouds indicate fine weather. Stratus looks like a layer of cotton in the sky. These cotton of clouds cover almost the entire sky. Next is the nimbus clouds. It makes the sky dark. Okay, it gives a clue that it would rain. Nimbus clouds are also called rain clouds. Okay po? If while the sky condition, if it is clear, it means the weather is fair. If it is cloudy, then when the clouds cover more than half of the sky, the weather is still fair if the clouds are white. But if it becomes dark or overcast with dark clouds, then it will be rainy. Okay, moving air. Moving air is called wind. So this one, for the start here, it's multiple choice. Okay po? Breeze is air is moving slowly and gently. Wind can move very fast and strong and it can destroy houses and uproot trees. And for the weather instruments, you need to remember also. Okay, first we had wind vane. We have wind vane. So this one is a wind vane. It tells the instrument direction of the wind. And we have the thermometer, instrument used to measure temperature. We have a barometer. It records the changes of the pressure of the air. The anemometer analyzes wind direction and speed. And rain gauge, it measures rainfall. Okay po, remember our weather instruments, wind vane, thermometer, barometer, anemometer, and rain gauge. Okay po, may picture done and you will name it. Okay po? So make sure to remember. Effects of weather on people. So these are the clothes that we wear during sunny days or hot days. And these kinds of clothes or we use this kind of clothes and umbrella. We use umbrella, hat, and gloves kapag rainy and cold days. And the food, we have food to eat kapag sunny. Of course, yung mga cold, okay, like juices and fruits and ice cream, cola. Next, food to eat kapag cold weather, you need hot foods. Soup, coffee, hot coffee, or tea. Okay, things people do. This one is they are planting yung mga farmers. Piniprepare nila they are preparing the land because it's wet and they also start to plant. And kapag naman windy, the people are playing outside with their kites. And kapag sunny, they are on the beach or picnic with the family. Also, like we play outside with other kids. But if it is raining, you need to stay indoor and play indoor games. Okay, safety precautions during bad weather, stay indoors. Okay, just um, help your parents play indoors, and you can what's this? You can study while you're inside your house. Watch TV and listen to the radio for the news about the weather, and store some extra food when the typhoon is coming. So during rainy days, you may catch cold and cough, so avoid going out. Follow your parents' advice about what to do in this kind of weather. Now let's go to the sun, moon, and earth. The revolution is the movement of the earth, okay? It revolves around the sun and it takes 365 and 1/4 days and it causes season, okay po? Ito yung revolution, movement of the earth around the sun. But If it is a rotation, it is spinning of Earth on its own axis, and it takes 24 hours, and it causes day and night. Earth gets its light from the sun, and the sun gives off heat and light. Heat from the sun warms the land, air, and water on the earth. The heat of the sun makes our clothes run dry fast. Also, sunlight can kill germs, so it is good place to place bed sheets, towels, and other things under the sunlight. Sunlight makes our body healthy and strong too. Sunlight enable our body to produce some vitamins. And sunlight is trapped by plants and they use it in making food. What about the bad effects of sun? Too much exposure to sun may result headache and sunburn. So what do we need to do to protect ourselves from the sun rays? We can use umbrella, hat, or any other cover for our head. We can also wear long sleeves. We can protect our eyes by using colored glasses, and we can use also sunscreen lotion. The moon is the nearest neighbor. This one is still in multiple choice. Okay po? Of Earth. It gets its light from the sun. So the first astronaut is Neil Armstrong. Okay po? It is Neil Armstrong. Phases of the moon, we have full moon, quarter moon, and new moon. The planets and other heavenly bodies. So the planets, the type of here is matching type. Yung planet and the meaning of yung description ng planet. Okay po? Mercury, planet closest to the sun. Venus, brightest planet. Earth, planet with living things. Mars, red planet. Jupiter, largest planet. Saturn, planet with rings. Uranus looks like greenish yellow under a microscope. Neptune, coldest planet. Okay, and astronomers from around the world found out that Pluto has not passed as the requirements of being a planet. So after many decades of holding its title as the farthest planet from the sun, Pluto was reduced to a dwarf planet. Okay, Pluto is called dwarf planet. Now we have our 8 major planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So remember, for our planets, matching type. Okay? Other heavenly bodies, comets are heavenly bodies composed of 2 parts, the head and the long tail. It is meteors is also called shooting stars, okay? And the fragments on the ground, we call it meteorites. The asteroids and planetoids are the pieces of rock that can be found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Okay po? So that is our lesson in science. That's all everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye!